In last week's episode, I discovered this fortress perched high up upon a mountain. But it got me thinking, what was this fortress protecting? Who was it protecting? And what were they protecting themselves from? So I grabbed my drone to search nearby areas to see if I could find a Pueblo or a large civilization nearby. And this is what I saw. As seen here by this footage, you can see lots of ruins of walls and foundations constructed by the Puebloan people, making this a very, very massive site. I would estimate this Pueblo to have over 100 rooms, which is quite incredible to think how many people could have lived in this little civilization here, and did that fortress protect them? Obviously, they're not here now, so it makes you wonder what history had taken place. From this vantage point, you can truly see the sheer mass of this Pueblo and all the little piles of rocks where the foundations once were to these rooms of the Puebloan people. Here you can see a wall structure and some other small rooms that were built up on that ridge. As we go higher up onto the mountain, still you can see some small walls that makes you wonder what was really built out onto the corner of this plateau. Was it more of a fortress, or was it a common area where people would hang out? It's really tough to say, but I think that this could be the Pueblo that was being protected by that large fortress on the other hill. From this vantage point, you can clearly see the man-made walls that adorn these cliffs. And what we're going to find out is just below those walls, there's actually a whole bunch of petroglyphs that are riddling that whole area. Without further ado, let's get on the ground and see what we can find on foot. As nice as this vantage point is, I do want to explore a little bit more on foot and see what we can find. A lot of evidence of the old walls everywhere. Obviously that looks like it continued down. There's some here as well. This was a big complex. You can see up on top of this rock all the other man-made walls scattered throughout. So they must have built something pretty impressive on top of this. Some more foundations there. You can even see it going down here. So this would have been the whole ridge. So this would have been a pretty decent sized Pueblo if that's what this was. A lot of people could have stayed here for sure. So the other ruin that I was at is over here on top of that mountain there. You can almost see the rocks formation. You can see that they were protected on the left side very well, and on the right side, which is the way I came up, they weren't, which they gave them a good vantage point. And then this one's over here, which makes you wonder if they were working together in defense of this Pueblo. It's pretty incredible. You got a wall built here almost on the top, and then on the very top you have another wall. It'd have been a pretty good vantage point from there. It almost seems like there were just walls all over this mountain, like this would have been the top of a castle or something. We have some petroglyphs here. That is of the time when these were built. You have a circular one there. And of course, always with this, you have, looks like some Nazi symbol, some current graffiti. But look at that wall. I mean, that is impressive. I want to know how we get up there. Pretty cool, though. So on the top looking down, that was that wall that I was just at. But look how far the Pueblo goes. Looks like it goes all the way to there. A massive, massive Pueblo. We are on the top, and I'm wondering what's on the other side. Just what you would expect. More built up walls. This is so cool. So you can see some mortar still in this. It's probably the most intact piece of wall that there is. Finding a lot more evidence of pottery shards and stuff, so that makes me wonder if my thought was correct, that that was a fortress over there and this was the Pueblo where they lived. Those are all pottery shards. They had more tiers below. This is in front. You can see more walls. That could have been for farming. To build like farming beds or little pedestals like they do with the rice paddy fields in Asia. What a complex of ruins. I thoroughly enjoyed this adventure. And if you guys enjoyed this adventure too, please, please, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. I'm on the road to 2,000 subscribers, and I'm hopeful to hit that this year. So every sub counts. Share with your friends if you feel unnecessary. Thank you once again, guys. This is Cavs saying keep calm and hike on. Peace.